Well, I'm good till about 5. I'm going to go tonight. I have to go now, so I'm good till about 4:30, till 5 o'clock, somewhere around there.
All right, welcome everyone. We are live at the Leather Pocket, the 580 and under Fargo rating 8-ball tournament.
We got the beginners.
This is, it's a strange kind of format because there's some players in here that I definitely wouldn't consider under 580.
No.
But
It's unfortunate we were setting up and we missed the first match here on this table. Had 4 runouts from the one guy out of the race to 5. So
yeah, hopefully he doesn't think the camera was on because he'll go back and try to find it,
yeah.
thinking he wants to see how great he played. But
You weren't good enough. You only ran 4 of the 5, so we didn't record it.
yeah, exactly. But we got Mike Muirhead here at the table right now. Good player. He used to be the manager here at Leather Pocket, actually, a couple of years ago.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Charles, thanks for sharing, Martin. Wambra on YouTube saying hi.
And for all of you new viewers who don't know our voices, it's Ben Francis sitting beside me.
Ryan Epp.
One and only Ryan Epp. We'll have Steph Toy on here later. Grant Zemp will be in a little bit later. Steve Kirikakis mentioned he might want to do a little commentary. I'm sure we'll get maybe Mark Map Attack on, talk about his tournament a little bit. And we'll be here all day today and all day tomorrow. So Mike's just trying to figure out if he wants to shoot the 13 first or the 12. But I think I might actually shoot the 13 first here.
I think I would too.
Because you can almost be anywhere on the 8. And shooting this ball first and then trying to get good on the 13, there's some things that can go wrong.
Yeah, if you stop right where the 13 is, get the angle to come back off this for that 8.
Yeah, and this is not good. He hit it too thin and the juice didn't grab. So now he'll have to try to find some kind of weird shot here. I don't think this ball goes off the 4 in. That was my first thought, but I thought it might be able to billiard off the 4. Might be the only shot he really has. I'm fairly certain you can't cut this in the side. It's too thin. But I wouldn't really be able to tell until I'm down on the ball on his angle. If I could throw, it would spin too, but he was trying to play safe behind the 8. This is a pretty good attempt. Nonetheless, pretty wide open space for Derek here. The nice thing is he could shoot any one of these balls with a two-way shot. So if he shoots the 2, the cue ball just go one rail across, and the 1 ball should cover the 13 if he happens to miss the 2. I think he probably makes the 2 though. That's a good shot. Now he's on the 7 nice down here so he can section the table a little bit. And And the 5 ball should lead him to the 6, which leads him to the 4. The 1 ball's in a good spot, too. He shouldn't have a problem here. Warren wants to know if I was ever a 580. I was not ever a 580. I think when my Fargo was first established, it was 680 or so. I was a 695 for a little while. And then I had one good year at BCA, and I was over 700, and then a couple good years in Red Deer and some big tournaments around here, and over 720. I don't think I'll ever drop below 720 now. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, you got so many games in, it makes it.
I'd have to lose a lot of matches to a lot of lower-ranked players.
You and I can play some sets, and you can play left-handed, and
even then,
well, mine'll jump.
Still take.
Mine'll jump 150 points, saying I beat you. I don't need that. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Yeah.
I got that. Mine's under 500 established. I want to enter a good under 500 tournament where I can make some good money before
I guess. Yeah.
take advantage of it while it's there.
James Anderson on the YouTube. We are following the YouTube and the Facebook chat, guys, if you're interested. James wants to know what state this is in. It's
the best one of them all.
It's in Alberta.
Canada.
The province of Alberta. And you're welcome, Wambra. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Rum Runner. Good tournament. Curtis DeGraff. Thought you might be out here. So I think we're going to see a few of these sort of games this weekend. Little chip safes here and there, and trying to make the opponent work, which is always good. Yeah, there you go, Andy. We're in the state of despair. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Curtis. Everyone else, whoever has their volume on out there, if you guys could click that share button for us, that'd be greatly appreciated. Greg from 20 feet across the room. Thanks, Greg. Hello, Bruce. Oh, Curtis is a 600. I knew it was close, Curtis. I knew it was close. All right, we got Derek Anderson with the first game on the board. 1-0 Derek. Just got Ryan setting up some of our ads here. So we'll run some ads in between racks while they're racking, waiting a break. JB cases, guys. Go check them out. It is indeed the last case you'll ever need. Lifetime warranty on those. Fully customizable. You can get, your favorite hockey team logo or football team logo. Get your name on it. Country's flag, all kinds of cool stuff. Different colors, different sizes. And we do indeed have the ability to order those for you. If you're interested, you can contact us. Sports Live. We have a couple different promotional codes and such on those, so send us a message. Andy, we are indeed going out east. I saw your name in the draw, so we'll see you out there, bud. We actually fly out Monday morning, so we'll be there Monday night.
Yeah, a couple days to sightsee.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Derek won the first game if you want to mark that up there. Martin wants to know how come his Fargo dropped after not playing for about 8 months. Great question, Martin. indeed is affected by the people that you've played. So if they are playing, then your Fargo can be affected by that. Depending how they're doing against different opponents will affect your Fargo as well. Out east next week, Ryan and I, starting Thursday evening, will be streaming from Charlottetown, PEI, for the Maritime Championships.
From Dooley's Pool Hall.
Yeah, Dooley's in Charlottetown.
One of the Dooleys. I think they got a couple in there. There's 2 different locations, and I can't remember which one we're at. I know exactly in my brain, but I don't know what the street is. I'm not even going to attempt it.
Same one as last year, obviously.
Yeah, but there's the 2 different locations, and I can't remember.
Well, that's a fantastic shot from Mike there. Really nice. And he chipped that 5 into a way better spot than where it was. The wife had too much fun. Yeah, I bet. That was a really fun trip. I enjoyed myself out there last year, too.
Oh, it was a blast. I always wanted to get down to the East Coast there. And Grant and I we were in New Brunswick first, and then you joined us in PEI about 10 days after we'd already been down there. So Grant and I had a couple days of sightseeing before Ben got out there. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, and good news this year, Andy. You can win the singles because they're not letting me play.
Yeah, that 720 over Fargo is
being applied.
Yes.
To this tournament.
Yes.
I was informed that other tournaments there are over 720 players, and I will be allowed to play.
Yes, because
the other CCS events.
Ted and I sat down and made a rule, the Ben rule and the Steven rule.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a Steven rule that applies to all the tournaments.
Yeah.
But Ben is on the verge of this might be my last year.
Yeah. But
which is okay.
Yeah, this year Ben's got a race to an extra game above everybody, even the advanced guys.
Yeah, which is fine.
There's a few guys where got ranked on known ability, but
yeah.
CCS, ACS has brought in the use of, well, they're using Fargo to help rank. They'll never report to Fargo, but they're using every tool available to rank everybody accurately, which is good.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. Yeah, exactly, Andy. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, the Steven rule, the Steven Holem rule. But it could apply to you too, out there. Steven Skin on YouTube, you never know. Randy says he's disappointed there's no East Coast Open this year. Yeah, strange. Am I going to go in the U.S. Open? Not unless I win a qualifier, Ryan. All the spots sold in 17 days. They sold 256 spots. There are spots reserved for qualifier winners, but I like that little time saver shot there. Saved himself shooting one more ball. Perfect on the 8. 2-0 lead, Derek Anderson. Derek could be one of the favorites in this field. Derek plays pretty good for this 580 and under. You can't see his shirt. It says, "Shh, no one cares. Nobody cares." It's a good shirt. Especially for considering we're talking about him. He's on the stream table. Another one of our great sponsors, advertisers, Jacoby. Go check out the Jacoby Black, their carbon fiber. I started playing with it about 4 months ago. Incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
I was about the same. It's amazing.
All my best pool has been in the last few months, too, and that's a tall statement. No, Ryan Pittman, I did not pay to get in. There is a Stephen Holem did get in, though, to the U.S. Open, so there is a Calgary guy in there. Looks like a dry break, so again, Mike's getting the first crack at the cat here, and low ball looks real juicy. Shoot the 7 first, or you can shoot the 1 first. I kind of tend to favor the 7 here and try to section the table a little bit, but this works just as easy. But he could shoot the 1, then maybe the 2. And he's going to go the other way, stay down there first. I would have probably tried to shoot the 1, then the 2, 6, 7, and then the 4, 5, 3, but there's so many ways to get out an 8 ball. It's not.
See, that
one
4
right
ball,
way.
I think, would have been maybe my last ball for that 8 if I could have left that there. But
Yeah, even the 4, 5, 3,
Yeah.
and the 3 is a good out ball.
Yeah.
But he's going to end up traveling back to the 8, which isn't a problem either.
unless he can leave the 5 there and give himself a good angle off of these. But
This will be the key shot where he gets on the 6 ball here.
yeah,
He's going to leave that 5 there, which I don't mind. But you have to make sure you get good on this 6 ball next. Oh, you have to pot the 2 ball first. I think he got away with this,
he
though.
did.
I don't think Derek has a potable ball here. Maybe the 11 off the 5. But that's a brave shot. You have to hit it good and commit to it.
11-15 combo.
Yeah, there's a combination, but you lose the cue ball a little bit
Yeah.
that way. You're sending the cue ball towards that top left and towards the in
Yeah,
off
that's
the
about
8.
the only offensive.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a good safe here. Yeah, roll into the 14. That's what he's looking at. Try to follow the 14.
Top,
Yeah.
Little top left, and hopefully you nuzzle up.
Even if he hits it a little wrong, as long as he doesn't leave the 7 ball on here, which I don't think he has. So he's leaving a tough shot at the 2. It's makeable, but it's very tough. Mike's going to have to hit it with bottom. He can't hit it with middle ball. He'll scratch.
Wait, he's lined up. He's got the 7.
Can he see the 7? Oh,
Yeah.
he can.
Yeah, there is a gap. Oh, yeah.
Well, then you just roll this and play the 6 next, I believe. Play the 6 in the side here, and then you need a good angle on the 2. Have to make sure you get the right angle on the 2 to get to the 5. And this is a perfect angle. And you can just play this with siding. You actually don't need any bottom here. Your mind is telling you need bottom, but then you can drag it too much. So if you just play it with siding and you throw the 2 in, so you're hitting the 2 a little thicker.
Yeah, you put bottom, you might run into that.
You could run into the 12, or you could drag it a little too far. So I just play this with left siding. Just make sure I miss the side pocket.
He went straight back and forth.
Yeah, he stayed below the side, which I guess works, but then you get this weird angle that he has on the 5 now, and you have to slow this down to get on the 8. What's up, Gord? All is well. This is not bad. It's going to have a little bit of a tester here, though. Cue ball close to the rail. Somebody on the YouTube asking, how would someone contact CSL about becoming a CSL streamer? You can message the page, Q Sports Live, or you can send us an email. We'll respond to your email as well. If you don't have the Messenger app on your Facebook, or if you don't have Facebook, just email us, qsportslive@gmail.com. So again, Mike's in big trouble here because he's done all the work, moved all the balls out of Derek's way. Derek called safe there, but I'm not a big fan of that shot. I am not a big fan of that shot. I think he could have called that ball in and either just ran out after, or he could have played a tighter safe, because this ball, you can kick this ball in.
Yeah.
You see guys kick this in all the time. It's a free shot.
I was going to say, yeah, there's your free chance.
It's a shot you should have never had. You would have assumed your opponent was going to make the 8. Now you're back, or get out from after you missed the 8. But free shot, and he hit it good. He didn't miss it by much. So we'll see if Derek goes for the out here or if he's going to find another
No,
safe.
I'd
But
stop right on that 15, bring this 13 back to this bottom right.
yeah, that would be the easiest way to skin this one. You could shoot the 9 here first, but
Yeah. You got two stop shots right now, and then you've got everything cleared to where you're.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop this here. You got the 9 or the 10 up to this bottom left.
Yeah, it'll be the 9, and then he'll play most likely the 14 in the right-hand side next, I would think. Just draw over here a little bit. Oh, he played the slow shot to play the 10 in this bottom right. Now he's got to make a good decision. He wants to sort of roll this and play the 11 in the top left next. Now he's going to change his plan.
Yeah, just a little weird angle there.
Yeah, he was just a little funny there, but he hit that ball really good. It's not easy to slow roll that ball in either. That's a brave shot. And that's another really good shot. He's hitting the ball really good here. I mean, he's had lots of open looks, but he's still peering them in the heart. You sort of look at where the ball is going in the pocket, and he's hitting nothing but net. Yeah, Gordon and Imo should be a great time. I look forward to it too.
Yeah, I'm on the road almost constantly up until Nanaimo.
Yeah, you don't have much time off, no?
Got about a week and a half in between Texas and Niagara Falls. So yeah, Ben and I take off for Monday to Monday in Charlottetown this next week. We fly in, I think it's about 7 or 8 p.m. I can run home and do some laundry, and then I take off. I got to be back at the airport at 5 in the morning on Tuesday morning for Texas.
Just enough time for laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then back week down there, and then back home for a week. And
it's actually 3-0 Mike.
Is it? Sorry.
Derek, sorry. Mike has yet to get on the board here. But yeah, you're super busy, yeah.
That's good. It's been a while.
Yeah, of course.
I'm looking forward to Texas down there. We got Patrick Neal's going to come sit in for the weekend. And
perfect, yeah. Yeah, I figured Patrick would make his way down.
About a 3-hour drive for him, so he's going to crash in our hotel room.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Big bonus, he found us some advertising down there. So.
Oh, good. Well, looks like this table's breaking a little bit tough. That's another dry break. So let's see if the tides turn here with Derek doing the work first.
Yeah, Mike's sort of been clearing the table for him, getting everything out of the way. And
yeah, Derek hasn't had to do anything too spectacular, but he'll need to come with a good out here. The balls lay a little bit tough. I think stripes is the better option, but... And that's only because you can't really do too much with the 2. I can't tell if the 1 goes. The problem with stripes is this 15, obviously, on the right-hand side of the table, near the red 3 ball. That's the big issue. If the 4 goes by the 13 and the 1 goes by the 10, then I would definitely shoot low ball. But from my angle, the 1 doesn't pass the 10, and then it's much tougher. He can use this 10 right now if he wants to draw up the rail and nudge that 15 to a better spot.
I might try that. You always got the 9 to go down.
Yeah, I like trying to do it early. I'm not waiting around to do that. Yeah, now he's in a weird spot.
Yeah.
I don't know how he gets that 15 to a favorable position later on. But I think he should have tried to do it right away.
Yeah, that 15 doesn't bank in the side either.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't go anywhere, that's for sure. He needs to move it. Could do it here off the 14. Might be his only option. It's really the only shot he has. Potable shot is the 14 here. And that cue ball's naturally going towards the 315. So let's see if he puts a little speed and punches at it. Yeah, he did. Oh, very nice. He just went rail first and chipped it out.
But
this still goes. The issue is the cue ball's going towards the 7-6.
Yeah.
So you got to miss the rub on those balls and go 2 rails to get on the 11 is tricky. But it might work with just right siding. Cut this back where the 5 ball is.
you can overcut this too because it's a big pocket. I think.
Indeed, Mike. Diamond table. It's a diamond table. Are the draws up on any of the platforms? Blaine, yeah, I believe it's on Challenge. And it should be posted on Calgary Pool Scene. The link should be on there. So indeed, we had Derek do most of the work this time. Let's see if Mike can clean up backdoor. Very nearly had a full field this weekend, too. 62 players out of a possible 64. So Mike's got himself in another weird little spot here. Is he going to bank the 3, or is he going to cut the 6 and run the risk of that cue ball getting lost? I don't like the bank on the 3. That would be nearly impossible to hold the cue ball. So he's going to have to cut the 6, send the cue ball into the 7, hope he gets a good rub here. Tough to control this rub, because he does have to hit this 6 pretty thin to cut it in. Yeah, it's so easy to miss the pot when you're worried about the rub. And look at how far the cue ball went. He wasn't going to have too many good options there. He might have been able to see the 7, but it kind of went over near the pocket and kissed it, so it wouldn't have ended up the same. But good chance for Derek to take a 4-0 lead here, which is pretty much all but over at this stage. Tough to come back from down 4-0 in a race to 5.
With alternating brake?
With alternate brakes. Good shot by Derek here. He's on the 9, and he's maybe on the 15 as well, but you got to shoot the 9 here. Just draw back a little bit. Just to the rail, just enough. All he needs to do is see the 15 there. He's good. And then I think he has to play this 15 in the top, or sorry, the 8 next in the top right. This doesn't go on the side by the 3. And I don't think you can risk trying to get shape in the same pocket. Yeah, you just take the long shot here. This is super missable with cue ball on the rail, though.
Yeah.
Very tough shot. What's up, Casey? That's so well struck. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you look at where the ball is going in the pocket, it's right in the heart every time.
Here we got the Mike Burton home team. If you guys are looking to buy, sell a house anywhere in the Calgary area, these are the guys to talk to. Look them up.
The best in the business.
Weekly
these guys.
open houses. They can put you in touch with somebody for a mortgage, anything you need.
You can find them on Facebook, Mike Burton Home Team. Or if you want their contact info, if you're not on Facebook, you can send us a message or an email and we'll hook you up with them.
If you see them in a pool hall, ask them to play for $100.
Yeah, fantastic pool players. What's up, TJ? Derek to break to try to win this one 5-zip. Sounds like he made a ball. He hit it pretty good. Yeah, he did make a ball. So he was looking to see if that 12 ball will go somewhere. Possibly in the side by the 1, possibly in the top left by the 15.
I don't mind low ball here.
I'm definitely shooting low just because of where the 10-14 is.
Yeah.
That 4 ball's got that hole plugged. And I might leave it that way too. I think I might leave that 4 there just for a little insurance later on. And try to deal with the 1-3-2 right away. You can section it, play this first as long as you're sure you're out. So let's see, play this, then play the 1-3 combination. And he could nudge the 2 out, but I don't think he needs to move the 2.
I think it'll go top left there.
I think it'll go in the side as well. I think it goes in the right side.
It'll go top left. You can play a stop shot on that one, play in the combo, and you're good.
Yeah, we'll see if he rolls this or if he kind of plays a bit of a draw shot to maybe play shape on the 7 next. Todd says, what's for lunch? Well, I'm interested to hear, Todd. Steph had a grilled cheese and fries. That's what was for lunch for her. Oh, he shoots the 5 ball first, which is a little surprising there. I'm not sure I would have shot that 5 right away. This will still work just fine. Shoot the 1 ball here, and shoot the 3 or the 7 next. It's good to start making a plan for the 8 ball here too, since it doesn't go in the top left. Try to figure out what ball you're going to leave to get you on the 8.
Hey, Everett.
Going to play rail first here. Is he playing the 7 next or the 2 next? I guess he's playing the 2 next now for sure. That's not a bad shot. And if he has the right angle, he can roll this in, play the 7 in the opposite side. Pretty sure it goes by the 9. Those shots are tricky to roll. He did well there. Overran it a bit, so like I mentioned before, what gets you on the 8? It doesn't go over there. He's looking, but cue ball's going the wrong way here into the 12.
I don't know if he's got the angle here. Top right. Come off up this top bottom rail.
The problem is when you hit it hard like that, it'll just go straight into
Yeah.
the 12. You can't really get it to work, that shot. I think he was just gonna, he was
Take
just
whatever
trying
he
to
got.
pot it, and yeah, just take whatever he could get. I don't think he could do a lot there, actually.
Well, here's Mike's chance with everything out of the way for him. So
It's not over yet because he breaks next. So if he could win this and win on his break, it'd be 4-2, and then that starts to apply a little bit of pressure on Derek to finish. It happens pretty quick. Race to 5's short. Good shot there from Michael. So I think he has to shoot this with inside English. If he goes 2 rails around the 10, he could end up behind the 11 where the 10 doesn't go. Well, he played it slow, got on the 11 good. I don't think you can try to get on the 12 here. I think you have to play this, then the 10 to get on the 12. I think the 8 ball's in the way of getting on the 12 next year.
I don't mind if you can get on the 12 straight after everything and then just draw back down the table.
Yeah, and this angle on the 10 here is fine to get on the 12. But he's looking at the 12 first. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, you shoot the 10, Mike. A little bit of inside English just to avoid that side pocket, because that side pocket play is huge here. He played it perfect. And now you got to put a smooth stroke and draw this one.
Little bottom right.
Yeah, even just bottom there is good. He punched at it a little. Didn't hit it smooth enough. He left Derek a weird shot here. So the shot Derek's got to play here is a bank into the bottom right, and you leave the cue ball on the left-hand side rail. If you miss the bank, then you leave a bank. That's all you're going to leave is a bank on that 12. He knows the shot. He's played this game long enough. Yeah, that's what he did. Oh, unless this kicks right over the hole. How unlucky is that? It was a good cue ball, but
yeah,
might not have predicted that happening.
That'd be nice to see Mike get on the board at least one game here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So does he slow roll it and play the 8 in the long pocket? Oh, no. He
rail to rail bank.
He tried to go back and forth there, but it's hard to get that ball to turn over proper with that speed. That's going to do it. I think Derek will make this one and put it away. It is a double elimination tournament, so Mike won't be done yet. Race to 4 on the B side. But I would imagine he'll have a bit of a wait in front of him.
Oh, yeah, they're
going to play all of the A side first, so. And they don't want to send anyone home yet, but that'll do it. Derek Anderson with the 5-zip, the bagel. Give you guys a little view of the room here at Leather Pocket. We have 8 7-foot diamonds, 8 9-foot diamonds, and 6 7-foot valley tables in this room. And it's literally just purely pool. There's no arcade games or
there's
anything else
right
in here.
And there's a few tables over to the left behind the wall there that you can't see, but those are all the 9-foots there.
Yeah, there's 4 valley tables over behind that wall. Oh, we got the bar up there. We actually have Spirit Lake stream on the TV just above where Ryan is, watching the Spirit Lake stream as well. As we got a couple Calgary boys there in North Dakota. Stephen Holem, Eric Vargas, Cass Burns drove down. So we got some guys watching. Looks like we got
Rory versus
Rory Hendrickson. That's always a match worth watching. He's playing Demi. That's a great match, actually.
We had somebody kick our tripod over there, is why it's bouncing a little bit.
I guess we could probably tape them down. which I shall do before somebody kicks it right over. So I'll be right back. Looks like
Okay.
we got another match starting
Yeah, we
here
got
too.
Sean Wilson versus, I don't know who his opponent is.
Did you grab tape?
Yeah. So hang on, guys. I'm going to shut my mic off for 1 sec. So this is Steve at the table. Yeah, he's tied that 11 up there. Got some work. Few options. 15 to this bottom right's what he's looking at. That playing the 9 ball too, he can draw back in and maybe break some of this stuff out on the left-hand rail there. Hey James, how you doing? It's not bad. He's overlapped that 15-11. Not sure if he can hit enough of that 11 to play the combo into the corner. Chip off the 11 and play a little bit of a safe down there too, but looks like he's going to do the same here, bank that out. He hasn't left Sean anything real easy here. I'm doing good, feeling a lot better over the last 5 weeks. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Here I gotta switch views while Ben's doing some camera adjustment on our other camera. That was a foul. Even with ball in hand here, there's lots of work for Sean. Big 10 ball there, blocking three of Sean's solids. Maybe even 4 with that. He's gotten a little lucky there. Didn't leave a whole lot. Hey Glenn, thanks for tuning in. Sorry guys if that camera's bouncing around a little bit. It's sitting where one of the legs is right down about on our table here. We'll have to fix that in a little bit. Nice cut. Nice leave. Where do you get? Oh. Looks like you got a little unlucky there. He's gonna be able to play it maybe rail first and spin it, but he's gonna have really nice shot. Sean, I can tell you exactly where it was for one. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's better. It's actually this way a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, guys, help them with their placing that back. Cue ball fouls only, yes. Without a referee watching. Yeah, I didn't catch it on the live shot there, but because we follow along with you guys on the tablets. It's actually like a 15-second delay on the tablets than what's live. So I was looking back to see what had happened and exactly where that 8-ball was sitting. So that's how I was able to go up and place it for him. Not sure where Steve's from, but I know Sean's down from Red Deer playing. Does have a ball down. I like high ball here, but I'm not sure if you can see that 11. We have a 9-ball bank tournament coming up. Not that I know of. That's Eric on YouTube. I love playing bank pool, but haven't had any bank pool tournaments here. Yeah, until you've got over 1,000 games in Fargo, your Fargo can bounce around pretty good. I will double check and ask Ben though, because I've been out of touch. We'll see. Yeah, I just checked with Ben. No, there's no bank pool coming up, but Ben said I wish, same as me. Might have to organize one when we're back here, maybe in December. We don't have anything going on. Maybe after the Barry Huey Memorial, which is runs the last weekend of November into December. But in December, we got nothing going on. How many tournaments do you have to play to get your Fargo rate established? It's after, I believe they consider it established after 200 games, but it'll still bounce around a bunch there. I'm coming up on 500 games, and mine's still a move up and down quite a bit. Ooh, unlucky kickoff into the corner. How many tournaments do Ben and I play a year? I play all the CCS major events. And then there's a Saturday tournament, like a weekly Saturday tournament that I'll play at least every second week on average. But Ben probably plays at least a couple tournaments a week. Plus all the major ones that we do where we can play with the CCS, VNEA, or any of those. He'll play in every tournament that he can. He plays a whole lot. Me, not so much. But Ben will play in at least 2 tournaments a week, if not more. I think Ben, just in Fargo, he's probably got 13 or 1400 games this year alone, at least. Mine's just been a year since the first tournament I played that had a Fargo, and I've gotten 500 games. And I don't play, like I said, maybe every second or third week on that weekly Saturday. Last 5 weeks have been awesome. Been feeling great. I think we got things to where I can control it without having to be in the hospital all the time, which is the bonus. So no, the weekly Saturday one that I play in's at the Hidden Spot. I help run that one. That weekly one at the Hidden Spot's a 550 and under Fargo rated weekly tournament, or based on known ability, will limit you. Thanks, Ryan. Eric is asking on YouTube, on a safety, you have to hit your object ball first. Yes, you do. Or, but I mean, you can. That has to be the first ball contacted. I mean, you can shoot the cue ball off as many rails as you want, but you do have to make contact with your designated ball, solid or straight, and then a ball has to hit a rail after that, pocket it or after hit it, or a rail after. Jarrett, Steph is here. She's actually sitting over beside me, chatting. She'll throw a headset on here a little later. Thanks, Jarrett. Yeah, I got some busy month ahead here. Ben and I are off to Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Monday morning. That tournament will start Thursday evening with Ben playing a challenge match against Ryan Grant. Got $2,000 being paid out there. $1,500 to the winner, $500 to the loser. That's a challenge match between Ryan and Ben. I think there's one other challenge match going on that Thursday night, and then I believe the Thursday night might start the standard division singles as well, which I'm playing in. No, Jared. We leave Monday for that tournament runs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, out in Charlottetown, PI. That's the CCS Maritime Championships. But they're flying us out on Monday so we can do some sightseeing. I think they got some golf planned for us on Tuesday for Ben and I, and then Wednesday touring around, and then we'll start streaming Thursday. What is yours, Rob? You guys don't even want to know what my Fargo is. Mine's really low, which is good, until I can play in a bigger money event I'm waiting for down in the States. Then I'll worry about bringing my Fargo up, playing some of the better tournaments. $940, top in the world. Yeah, mine's last time I checked, mine was a 496. I do for the CCS. Do you have a pen, Jarrett? I can give you the number right now. Actually, I'll type it in the comments here for you. Even better. This is Ted Harms, the president of the CCS. He's the one you'll want to talk to. What's your question, Jarrett? I work with Ted really close and can probably answer it for you right now. Jarrett, they got them on. If you go to the CCS website, I believe they have their rules, a link to their rules right there. You can look them up. But Ted does have, I think he does have the odd copy of the rule book. You can message him, but it is online on the CCS main website as well. They use the world standardized rules. Yeah, you'd have to play in a tournament that reports it to Fargo. Yeah, no, sorry guys. I'm turning the mic on and off as I'm chatting with somebody else beside me here. Side pocket. Nice shot. Pop up one of our other sponsors here, Next Q Innovations. He services all our queues, does our tips, any work on the queues. This guy's amazing. You get guys shipping their queues to him from across Canada to get service work done on them. He's that good. Yeah, Ryan, Nick could do that for you, no problem. I got to turn the mic off here for about 5 minutes, guys. I'll be right back, so there'll be no audio.
Hi, guys. Thought I would just pop in here, fill in some dead air. Just noticed that it was offline here. We have Sean Wilson and Steve. Steve is up 3-1 on Sean, racing to 5 here. This is the 580 and under Fargo capped tournament. First one. These guys have had a really good turnout, though. 62 players. So good little turnout. I'm here, Wambra. Just noticed that Ryan was having some lunch here.
Yep. All done now, though. Oh.
Bad timing on my part, sorry. Just noticed.
I told everybody to be off for 5 minutes, the audio. And
While you scarfed it down.
yeah.
So this is Steve at the table here. Looks like he is highball, if I'm not mistaken.
Low ball.
Oh, low ball. So he's playing the, oh, just missed it. The combination, the 1 into the 7. Johnny's asking if there's a conversion of Fargo to APA.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Yeah, APA is a little bit of a different animal. APA uses the 17-point score system, do they not?
I don't know.
We don't have APA or CPA here in Calgary. I know that they do have a small group out of Edmonton, which is about 3 hours north of us.
I know they go from 2 to 7 in 8 ball.
Oh yeah, they've
and
got
2
the
to
skill
9,
levels.
right?
That's right.
So I mean, a 7 is going to be your, even though. Again, here's my experience with the APA, and it was last year at the CPA APA border battle, and we're streaming that again here, November 8th, 9th, and 10th out in Niagara Falls. Grant and I were out there last year. We had our 2 stream tables set up. The whole 3 days tournament, there was not one run out on either one of our stream tables. So it is geared way down to the beginner level, out to have fun. Mm-hmm. You're allowed to call a timeout and have somebody coach you partway through your.
So my understanding was with the CPA up in Edmonton here is that it's the same kind of premise as the in-house league here. They've got a skill level number cap.
Yeah, it's 23 or 25
yeah,
or something.
and you can have like 2 higher end players. And
well, you can have as many as you want,
but
you have to, whoever you're playing those 5, and their skill levels got to add up. It's 23 or 25, somewhere in around there. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't have 2 7s and a 6 playing, or you're going to be
right.
You're
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, Johnny, this really probably doesn't answer your question, but we're not very experienced with the APA system here in Alberta. We are more geared towards the VNEA or BCA formats. So BCA obviously is the Fargo.
They use the Fargo rating.
Yeah, they use the Fargo rating for their caps.
23 is max. There you go. Yeah, I knew it was 23 or 25.
Yeah, so sorry, we can't really speak too much to the conversion. I believe that APA runs their format a little bit closer to a VNEA type format, but not positive.
But I know it's neat with, especially for the lower levels, you get a 2 or a 3. You can call a timeout and ask your coach.
Yeah,
You designate. It's usually the 7 or one of the top, your team captain.
I think it's a great way to bring up
He can
skill levels, right?
well,
To play with, intermingle
Yeah.
with the higher rated
And here's
players,
the
right?
neat thing. He can accept that timeout or say no. You go ahead and shoot. But he can come in and call a timeout at any time he wants.
Oh,
your
okay.
coach.
I see.
But you're only allowed one per match
I see.
or per rack.
Yeah, it's a neat format for sure. I know that discussion has happened here in Calgary before too, where, how do we get the lower caliber players intermixing and being able to play with the higher caliber? They feel like, there's kind of that glass ceiling, and, once you hit the higher level players, they don't really want to spend a whole lot of time with you and all this kind of stuff. And I think it's an intimidation factor. I don't think that's actually how it is. But the lower end players feel like a little bit more intimidated to approach the higher skill levels, right? So,
Well, we got Ted with the CCS here in Calgary. He does have the intermix division, which is everybody playing with everybody. Mm-hmm. It's handicapped. So, and there's a maximum of 15 points per round handicap, but we use the 17-point system as well. So, I mean, you could be giving up 15 points a round, which makes it real tough to overcome.
right.
You got to win 3 really good matches or win 4 to overcome that. But that's getting everybody mixed together again. But yeah, it's tough because anybody on the lower level is intimidated if they're going to come up and play a Ben or a Steve. I'm still intimidated if I got to play Steven.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea to kind of mix the calibers up a little bit.
But I like that coaching idea for the lower levels like that. It gives them to stop and point out in a certain situation. This is what you should do, or here's a suggestion. And I think you learn a little better if it's right in the middle of your game, and especially if it works out for you. But the funny thing was, there's another one for Steve. They got a 3-hour time limit.
Oh,
Or
wow.
they play with a time limit. It's close to 3 hours for the match, somewhere in around there. After a certain time, they'll call time, and then there's one final game
Oh,
along that line. It's not exactly how that works. It was a little complicated, but a lot of these matches are done in like an hour and a half, we found at this tournament. So we got nothing for an hour and a half on the table. So Grant and I had our cues, and we're out playing around. I'm doing this bank drill that I do all the time, and I can usually hit 9 or 10 out of the 15 balls banking into the side. And I was doing this, and Grant was playing around with one of his other drills on the other table, and we turn around and look, and there's about 35 people standing there watching us, and just with their mouths hanging open, especially with his bank drill, because I actually hit 13 out of the 15 in a row. Was one of my best
nice.
I've ever done on it. And they're on diamond tables.
Yeah.
I turn around, these guys are like, "Are you guys professionals?" I'm like, "Ooh, far from it."
Yeah.
Right?
Just having a good day.
And then we had fun because some of these 2s and 3s came up, and Grant and I started coaching them. Set them up on the tables and help them out, and it entertained us and gave us. And I know the one lady that I was showing, because, again, her coach happened to be, he said he's a 7, showing her stuff, and he's just absolutely totally wrong. He's got her backwards the way he's teaching her. I said, "Can I give you both a suggestion? Try this, and this guy just got right pissed off with me and storms off. So I ended up working with this lady for about an hour and a half. And she went off. She had 2 more matches. I don't know where, not on the stream table or anything. next morning I'm walking down the hall and somebody grabs me from behind, gives me this big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and she goes, "I had the best 2 matches of my life last night. Thanks for the pointers," right? Because she was not lining up properly. She had almost her feet crossed, twisting sideways. I'm like, you're never gonna shoot straight doing that. But I mean, that was fun. I mean, I love working and teaching people like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate that her coach on the team or captain or whatever he went storming off because I was watching him because he's doing it wrong too. But yeah, but that's again, it's geared towards the husband and wife want to have a nice fun night out, not too competitive, right? But it's the top money and out of any league system.
It is the biggest league by far.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's relative. I think if you go to any of these other, CCS or VNEA, BCA, where you have to get through maybe 50 teams at a world level, when you go to APA, you're going through, 200 teams. So of course the pot's going to be bigger, right? So
yeah,
I think it's relative.
Well, and they don't. I know for the league that's got run, the one league operator down in Ontario that's bringing us out, Craig, he's got 190 teams or something he looks after, but it's only like the top 4 or 5 win anything out of that too, right?
You have to qualify to go to the Worlds,
oh yeah,
right?
and you have to qualify to go to this APA, CPA border battle, and
yeah, it's
really top heavy, right? They don't pay out, like 90% of the teams that play aren't going to win anything at the end of the year, even in their regular playoffs, where every other league they pay out something to 100% of the field, right?
So it's 100% deep.
Yeah. Sudden death points count as 2 points in the sudden death. Yeah, so they're racing to a number of points in their races. So you play each other a couple games. I think if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I actually don't think that would do very well in Calgary. Our level of play is too high. You couldn't, and because your ranking changes throughout the year, it can change in the tournament you're playing in.
My opinion is the Calgary pool scene, the Alberta pool scene,
is abnormal.
We are very spoiled. We have a very good, very blessed pool community here. The caliber is very high. And I think a lot of the times the players have been catered to, and they're used to, going to playoffs and going 2-0 and getting some reimbursement for the year, right? Which is not the norm if you go anywhere else. And so it has kind of developed into this, let's say, I don't know if it's the right word.
Spoiled.
Yeah, spoiled, entitled.
Yeah.
It's kind of sprouted into that. So and they're very uncomfortable with change.
And see, I'd be for paying more out to the top teams, but I've always played on top teams, so maybe a little biased. But I don't mind. You know what? If we don't win, well, this last year we playing in the A3 in Steph's league in the VNA. She runs with SML here. She's the league coordinator for the biggest league in Alberta here. And my team was in the A3 division last year. We finished first overall and finished higher than most of the A2 teams we played against. And we were out in, 14th spot or something in playoffs. We didn't play good.
But that's, that happens a lot more times than not,
Yeah, but if I didn't win anything for that, that's not going to bother me, right? If it pays top heavy.
Yeah. But unfortunately, that is a lot of
but
the
90% of the people are going to have an issue with that.
Yeah, they look at the bottom place payout, right? Well, we only made, we only got $200 back. Well, yeah, because you were 2-0.
Yeah.
So it just depends on your perspective, I guess.
Well, when you're paying 30 teams deep in a division too, it's not going to be much for that 30th spot.
Eric, we are here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This is out of the Leather Pocket in Northeast Calgary. This is the very first 580 and under Fargo Cap rated tournament. So your Fargo has got to be less than 580 for you to play in this tournament. The turnout was really good, 62 players. Can't remember what the entry was. $60?
$60. Hey,
60
TJ, how you
bucks.
doing? We'll see you guys in a few days.
So Sean just hung that ball there. Looks like Steve is going to get a crack at getting up and over the hill here. Steve's just waiting for somebody behind him here to finish their shot. Get down on this 12 ball. Pretty natural shape for the 8 ball on the side. Yeah, Eric, we're here at the Leather Pocket. Just off Edmonton Trail here in Calgary. If you're ever in the area, stop on in. Great little place. They've got 6 Valley bar boxes, 8 diamond bar boxes, and 8 9-foot diamonds. They have all-day rates here. Great little place. I would say the only thing that they can improve on is their parking lot. Not a whole lot of parking, but well worth it. Yeah, if you're in Calgary, Eric, it's just off Edmonton Trail and 32nd Avenue, just inside there. About, I would say, maybe 5 or 6 blocks in off McKnight Boulevard. Very easy to get to. If you're planning on coming down today, I would say you're probably going to have to park across the street.
I had to park down around the corner.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the parking lot here is pretty tiny, but
Yeah, you can fit about 25 cars in here is the max.
carpool is the answer.
That was it? Steve won?
That's it.
Okay.
Steve won, yep. So we're waiting for the next match here.
You know what? Let's do a shutdown and restart here. We'll reset everything and
Sure. Well,
Come
we're
back,
waiting for
that'll-
the next match.
that'll bring some new viewers back on when they get the notification. So we'll be back. Should be about 5 minutes. We'll have a next match up, guys.
The house pro here, Todd, just before we sign off, is either going to be Ben Francis or Stephen Holem. They're your cats in this room.
Yep. We'll be right back, guys. 5 minutes. We'll restart.